Guys, a lot of people are coming out and saying a lot of things, especially about Samuel and Ruben Onoha, and that is all saddening at the time. Not be because say they arrest them right now, you guys are saying they are not Nigerians. Based on the arrest, it came up on a wrong foot because a lot of people decided to make a sad story out of that. That is something I feel about all of this, and somehow we need to understand the context of everything. Based on what is trending, and we got the right story for you guys. I've shared it in the past, and I hope you understand it from a different point of view. But that narrative is not really selling big. That is another thing I got to understand. They were earlier reportedly arrested for trafficking of cocaine, 250 grams of cocaine, and then it turned out that that was actually a false when we got the right story on it. This is as a result of a bad company, bad friends around. That is something I got to understand. Before I dive into the story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Guys, let me quickly give you some recaps that actually happened recently. A guy has come out called Dari Akakpo. This guy is claiming to be the real Dari Akakpo, a Whiskey's friend who called out Whiskey at a recent event, and now a lot of people are not really agreeing with this guy. That is all interesting, and the only person that will make us to realize this is a person of Whiskey. He should be ready enough to really identify his real friends. That is something I feel, because a lot of people are feeling that this guy, he don't take advantage of the moment because read about Whiskey and decided to, kind of impersonate Dari Akakpo. Now, Natasha has come out to report Akpabio to the international bodies, and this is quite disturbing at the time. When she came out, she reported, a lot of people said that is a good feat for her. But I kind of understand that this international body, they cannot do anything to Akpabio because of sovereignty. That is something you need to also understand. This particular international body replied her after the submission of her petitions and said, we have to hear from both parties. Now, you got to understand it from a different point of view. But so far, the Nigerian government has actually responded and said the side of their own story, that Natasha was not suspended because she really accused Akpabio of sexual harassment. They said because of gross misconduct. That is the way and manner she actually presented that affected the whole thing. That is something a lot of people are really talking about right now. But some people are drumming up support for Natasha. That is something I got to understand about all of this. Now, a sad story is really bugging my mind. Somebody was really jailed for 29 years, spent 29 years of his lifetime in jail. And after 29 years, they realized that he was mistakenly jailed, or not be mistake, I will talk him. They actually really coerced the people that testified against him. That was a wrongful conviction according to reports. But now, in your own wisdom, what would you do in this situation? Would you get angry at everybody? Would you get frustrated? Because 29 years has been taken away from this guy. I think the American government, they need to pay this guy like, let's say, $100 million. That is something I feel this is actually painful. Let's watch the video.
You're looking live at 26 in California, where Robert Johnson, 43-year-old, has finally been released from prison. He's been in there for almost 30 years. He had his sentence vacated yesterday. I think he's coming up to the microphone, and let's hear what he has to say.
Robert, just tell us what you're feeling right now, man.
I didn't think this day was going to happen. They had me in that cage for 28 years and 10 months of my life for something I didn't have nothing to do with. I'm just thankful that we got in front of a judge that was honorable and that was fair, and finally put an end to this nightmare, this hell on earth that I've been dealing with since I was 16 years old.
Robert, your family said you stayed so positive over the last 28 years. What was it like? What went through your head for the last 3 decades?
I had my ups and downs. It was positive, negative. At one point, I was real bitter. I came up out of that because of my family. They supported me, kept my heart, and I'm really lost for words, but I'm gonna get through this here. I came up out of it, and I started fighting to prove my started fighting to prove my innocence, and started writing people. I don't know how many letters I wrote, maybe thousands. No matter how many no's I got one yes. And that's when things started to change for me.
So what's next for you?
What's next for me? I would really like to start making the world more conscious of there are a lot of people in prison for things that they didn't do. It seems to me that the public, it's like they see it on the news, but it's like they don't relate to it. For some reason, they don't understand that it is a reality. Like, it was just easy just for them to go in there and just say it was me. And I've been in here 28 years of my life. And it wasn't nothing I can do about it. I tried. I screamed. Wouldn't nobody listen to me. And I just want the world to know that there are people, there's still people here in prison, in the Cook County Jail, for things they didn't, for crimes that they didn't commit.
Now, what is your own take about this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on it. Yes, the story of Samuel and Ruben Onuoha is really taking a nice turn right now. A lot of people are trying to make out the right story of it, because based on what was reported on blogs, we kind of understand that it was twisted at the time. They accused them of transporting or trafficking about 250 kilograms of cocaine, which happens to be lies at the end of the day. That is something I kind of understand about all of this. And according to a report, they said this guy, they based in Dubai, they live in a $50 million mansion in Dubai, and they decided to have party with their friends, on their rooftop and in a quiet neighborhood. These guys were really having nice time in a quiet neighborhood, and the music was loud to an extent. A neighbor called on the police. The Dubai police actually came to that place and decided to not to bust them like that, just to observe for some time. As they were outside their house, a snowman, when they say a snowman, that is a cocaine man, a cocaine dealer, actually came around, and somebody from that party came downstairs. Then they did a kind of transaction, and then the person went back upstairs and the snowman left. And the Dubai police now busted the apartment. Based on how they operate, they have to arrest everybody in that party. There were about 20 persons in that party, and they were all arrested, including the celebrants. That is something I kind of understand. But when it came to all those blogs, they decided to twist the narratives and reported it somehow, because a lot of people, they are quick to question, especially when you make money as a young person in Nigeria. Some people are really always interested in finding a twist to it. That is something I kind of understand about the whole thing. But what is your own take about this kind of story? I want you to put that in the comment section. Based on this right now, a lot of people are saying that these guys are not Nigerians, because I made a video of this, calling them Nigerians because their dad is from Imo State and their mom is a Netherlands person. And then that really escalated for me on social media. Yes, they have visited Nigeria. Based on the video we saw, they have visited Nigeria according to a report. And some people are saying that they've really said that they don't have a father and other things. That is a lie. Video is all out where they actually flew their father, down to Dubai to see how successful they are, and their father was really proud of them. But right now, because they have been arrested, you don't want to associate yourself with them. When they were living lavish, you were ready to say them in Nigerians and all those kind of things. So let us not join in crucifying these guys or in peddling wrong news or wrong stories about this guy. What is your own take about the story? I want you to put your own opinion in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.